So I think it's important that we pull this thread a little bit, right? We talked about these trends. You really dug into the people and the process side of the house. And so, Lou, what's your philosophy on building a modern, agile cybersecurity program that actually supports the business goals instead of hindering them?
Yeah, it's not any secret. It's not brain surgery. It's actually more boring than anyone thinks, and it's really just committing to it. It's executive leadership, understanding, and the board that this is an important thing. It's giving the right resources, the resources that they need. So making sure that the team has what they need without wasting money. I mean, the problem is a lot of teams will get distracted by the vendors, and the vendors will say you need to spend this much money, and lots of steak dinners and things like that end up with this suite of tools that may not be effective. So really it's like, don't get distracted by the vendors. Commit to a cybersecurity program and understand that a cybersecurity program is people, process, and technology. It's not just the technology. And so in doing that, I think also don't expect one person. Don't hire, one person to run your security team if you're in the mid market or lower, and expect them to do everything because they can. They can outsource to us. They can outsource to an MDR vendor. They can do, kind of get aspects of the program, but really it's going to be tough for them unless they've done this before and they can outsource everything. It's possible, but I think if they're outsourcing, they're going to need one of those outsourced companies are going to be a company need to be a company like us, which is someone that brings a team that can support them versus just a bunch of point products or vendors. So, it's brushing and flossing. That's really what it takes to ensure at this day and age, we're assuming breach, right? So it's just, contain, identify, detect, and contain as quickly as possible. And then that's how you can avoid an incident versus just hoping that your IT vendor who says they do security might be doing the right thing, but then they're sharing the password across different customers, or they're just not all of your devices are covered, or they're not patching the endpoint. Things like that really are scary. And just to bring something up in the news recently, to that point, I think it was Clorox they have a huge lawsuit because their IT outsourced IT or help desk was just giving passwords out apparently, or just really way too lax. So that's the process part. You can't just blindly trust. You've got to, trust but verify. And so they had a, outsourced help desk, and apparently they were overly helpful. And in doing that, what that means is, they weren't really testing and making sure that they had the right processes to prevent that, maybe security awareness, things like that.